Hey, what's up? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I am Tyler. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tonight we've got a review, and it's a collaboration between Equilibrium and Southern Grist, two of my favorite breweries. And just before we get into it, I wanted to encourage you to hit that subscribe button at the end of the video if you like what you see. Pretty excited about this one, actually. I love both of these guys so much. This is Control Loops, and it's a double India Pale Ale coming in at 8.5%. And I want to say, because the label reminded me of something as far as the font and stuff. Southern Grist, they have a beer called Process Control. And I think that might be a play on the name, at least. I don't know if they're using, any of the ingredients from that beer and throwing it in with this one. I don't know. But anyway, Equilibrium is out of Middletown, New York, and Southern Grist is out of Nashville. So two heavy hitters in my book. I love both of them. If you've seen any of my recent Equilibrium stuff, I've kind of just went ahead and named them my favorite brewery. So I'm going to roll with it. Southern Grist, though, they've been pumping out some great stuff in Tennessee, which is my home state. And I usually love most of the beers that I try from them. So this one should be pretty tasty. Double IPA, 8.5%, and this was canned on January 5th. So we're just a little over a month old, and we're going to roll this just a little. I don't know, if there may be any sediment or anything, but let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm excited about this one. Let's go ahead and get it in the glass. It's pouring a very vibrant yellow / golden color. We're going to leave a little in the can. All right, and we're using our trusty Hot Butcher glass. This thing is cool, man. It holds so much beer. Anyway, as far as the appearance goes, it comes in, it's kind of an orange, kind of golden, yellow, almost type of color. It's got about a finger's worth of kind of an off-white head. Pretty tight bubbles. It looks very creamy, though, when you look at it from the top of the beer there. But completely opaque. I cannot see anything coming through that. I don't see a shadow or light or anything like that. So full-on haze here. Kind of reminds me of, maybe like some tangerine juice or pineapple. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and shove our nose in this thing. That's kind of cool because I'll just right off the bat, a lot of collaboration beers, I don't necessarily pick up characteristics from each brewery. It's just like its own experience. But this one is giving me a little bit of a Southern Grist vibe and a little bit of the Equilibrium. I usually get a prevalent, herbaceous / pine type of dankness with a lot of the Southern Grist IPAs. And I usually get a lot of melon and, bright type of fruit with the Equilibrium. And there's just a really nice combo of both of those. It's got some straight up orange juice vibes going on. I'm getting some really nice, just juicy, cantaloupe type of thing. There's a little bit of a sweet, overripe, juicy pineapple. There's something else too, maybe a mango or peach or something like that. Possibly some guava or something. It's got a really nice mixture of citrus fruit, tropical fruit, stone fruit with that herbaceous / piney resin type of dank type of quality. It smells really, really nice, actually. I'm not picking up much malt character or anything like that. It has a nice sweet type of aroma to it. So I'm excited to get into this one, man. Let's go ahead and do it. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't know how I forgot. This was sent to me by Ridgeopolus at Get a Nose on Her Brew Reviews. So I'll have a link to his channel in the description. and at the end of the video. So make sure to show Ridge some love. He's a great dude. I love that guy. He sent me a nice little care package, so check out the unboxing for that as well. But anyway, cheers, Ridge. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. That's what I like, man. That's right up my alley. Yeah, I love it. It's got that classic EQ juice characteristic to it, which I am just in love with. But this has a really cool, like, it has a complexity to it in a way. I'm still getting like the best of both worlds from these breweries. I'm getting a ton of like melon, that juicy, like fruity hop character that EQ is known for. I'm getting some herbaceous, dank, like piney, even like dirty, like, I don't know, dirty gym locker type of dankness that's kind of mixed in, like intertwined with all these fruits. It's really cool. Pretty chewy mouthfeel too. Creamy. I would say it's on the higher side of medium as far as the mouthfeel goes, which is nice for that 8.5%. Not getting a lot of bitterness. As far as the bitterness goes, I would probably compare it to like orange pith or something like that. Like it's that type of bitterness, like an almost, I guess that would be the best way for me to put it, like the pith of the orange, or maybe even like a little bit of like a peel type of thing. But man, look at that color. I'm just noticing it more as it sits in front of me. It's leaving some nice lacing on the glass too. But yeah, anyway, let's try to dissect this sip. Right up front, I'm getting that zesty orange, like tangerine note. As it kind of makes its way, I get that big hint of like that classic equilibrium melon cantaloupe type of thing. Mid palate, it's kind of that, like, it's almost a stingy, like herbaceous, piney. That's where that stuff comes in. Kind of in the middle of the palate. It kind of comes across a little stingy, like a little green. But after that, I'm getting like some more of that pineapple and stone fruit. It's got a nice sweet finish on it. That's not overly sweet by any means, but it's not dry either. It's like semi-dry. It kind of lingers for a bit with a little bit of that stingy, type of dank or earthiness, I guess you could say, mixed with a little bit of like that stone fruit and that pineapple. It just kind of lingers there. Eight and a half %. I could see it being that. Like, it's not boozy, but I could see how, if you're not used to 8.5% double IPAs, you might think it is. Like, there's a slight warming in the chest, but it's not. I wouldn't consider this boozy, but I drink a lot of double IPAs, so if somebody said it was boozy, I don't know that I would argue with that. But it's not coming across in that like overly, like too sweet of like a malt and then like that alcohol content. It's not coming across that way. You can just kind of, feel for it. You kind of get the vibe that it's a little bit bigger of a beer. But yeah, this is fantastic stuff, man. Like, I'm really, really happy with this one. I think that this is a great, great collaboration beer. I just love that they were able to really, like, this to me is a true collaboration. A lot of times you can have two breweries come in, the main brewery on the can, it's probably going to taste more like their beer. This one is really doing a good job at, mingling the two together and kind of adding their own little characteristics to it, which I think is fantastic. So, Equilibrium Southern Grist, you guys killed it with this one. Super good stuff. As far as a rating on this one, man, I'm just going to go ahead and just give it a 4.5. I think it's really, really good. I would definitely buy this. I would definitely recommend it. And if you've had it, I would love to hear from you. So, Ridge, thank you again, my dude. You hooked me up, man. You always do, and I appreciate it. You send the killer stuff out, man. And you're my EQ guy. Me and you can bond over EQ. So appreciate it, my dude. I really do. But anyway, yeah, 4 or 5 for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next video. Cheers.